Hello, everyone, and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I am your host, Carson, and today we are joined by the wonderful Psychic Kerrigan. How are you doing today, Kerrigan?
Great. Thank you so much, Carson. How are you?
I'm doing very, very good myself. Now, before we get started, I do want to list off a few bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have a promo code going on. If you use the code Kerrigan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package. For a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, this is Kerrigan5. This code can be applied and used for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Kerrigan, but if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, make sure to stick around and you will find out Kerrigan's exact schedule later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions. We will not be able to answer any medical or legal questions. For medical, this includes treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal, this includes court cases, custody battles, and court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you include their name. This allows Kerrigan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. And without any further ado, I guess we can begin answering some questions if you're ready, Kerrigan.
Hey.
All right. We have one, I guess, starting from Haley, who asks, "Hi, Kerrigan. I was wondering if you see me marrying Andrew B, and if so, can you see when?"
The connection that the both of you have is very, very strong. I would call it a metaphysical perfect connection. Of course, there's our human sides as well. There's some ups and downs and disagreements, and I do see both of you can through them. The good news is I don't see you going opposite directions at all. I do feel like marriage is in the future. If you decide on down the line that maybe you want to go a different way, that's okay too. But I do see as it is right now, with your experiences and the energies that both of you have together, you might be looking at anywhere from 2 to 3 years before you have the actual ceremony. And that's a long time. 2 to 3 years, anything can happen. You might change, you might completely do a 180 on your perception of self, perception of life, as well as he might do that. Andrew may do that too. But the good news is right now, live it up. Absolutely live it up with the both of you. Work on your communication, work on the give and take, continuously work on those, and work on kindness and positive regard and empathy with each other, because those are the things when you're 70, 80 years old and your bones don't work anymore, you're going to need memories and you're going to need some things to talk about. So, Haley, I don't want you to look at the right now, because when you look at the right now, you can miss the bigger picture in the future. I want you to focus on that bigger picture 30, 40 years down the line. Is he the one that you can talk to when you can't kiss each other anymore because of old age? Okay. So start thinking about those things and work on the things that the spirits were saying with the communication, the positive regard, and the empathy along the way. And just be completely open and take each day, both of you, and tell him this too. Look at each day as a refresh, restart button. Every day is a refresh, restart button. Say you had an argument 2 weeks ago. I'm hearing that, okay? So say that happened. The next day, it's got to cool off. It's got to cool down. Things got to simmer down. Like the red sauce on the stove on Sundays. We got to let it cook before we can eat it, right? That's what you both have to do. But other than that, I feel like you have a great start. I feel like there's history behind both of you. And I definitely feel that there's love that comes straight from the heart. So it's good. It's very good.
All right, that was some great insight. We have one next from Tori, who asks, "Hi, Kerrigan. Do you see things potentially going anywhere with me and Jaw in the future?"
Jaw feels like he needs to settle down. Jaw feels like he needs to find himself. He feels like his energy's all over the place, like he's scattered a little bit. And you're a little bit more grounded and centered when it comes to love and romance. So you're dreaming up the traditional love and romance, seeing each other, being with each other, spending time together. Also, you're not silly. You know that there's separation because of life, work, family, different times in our life where we need to be secluded and alone to recharge, rebalance. You're aware of that. He's not aware of that. He's looking at relationships like, I'm going to give it 180% 24/7. That's not true. We don't have to do that in relationships. We only got to give 85%. That's enough to get through. But the question is, is he going to be in your future? I feel like he will stay in your life right now and make it to your future. But I feel very strongly that you may choose on down the line, probably sometime in the spring, that you see him in a different view, you see him in a different light, to where you choose not to let him be involved in your future.
All right. Our next question comes from Stephanie, who asks, hello, can you please tell me if you see a potential relationship between me and Justin? Is this somebody I should be patient with, or should I move away from something like that?
Well, Justin, you're going to have a lot of patience. So be ready to be a saint. Honestly, it should be Saint Stephanie Day. It really should, because you're going to have an awful lot of patience. I feel like your gut is telling you to move forward. I really do. I feel like you need to listen to that first gut feeling that you have, aside from all of the flutters and butterflies and awesome adrenaline from love and attraction and romance. Those are all good things too. But let's be realistic. If you're already questioning him now, questioning what the future could be now, that means inner subconsciously that you're thinking maybe this isn't going to work. And that inner subconscious is what people sometimes call spirit. That's like our Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio's. And Jiminy always told Pinocchio the things to do, didn't he? And you're hearing those voices, you're hearing that spiritual message come to you, you're wavering back and forth. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I will do patience because I'm a good person. But the thing of it is, I don't know if you're going to be able to administer that much patience with them, because it's a lot. It's really a lot. And I feel like internally, your soul already is giving you a heads up that there's somebody else that is more suitable for you, to where you don't have to work as hard, because he's going to be a lot of the hard work, and you're the one that's going to be carrying a lot of the load of the hard work, where he kind of just glides by like a child and you're taking care of everything. And girl, I do not want to see that happen to you. Seeing it happen to you, I'm seeing it. Like psychically, I'm seeing it. And if you were my daughter, I would say run. That's what I would say. But I'm a straightforward person, and I mean everything with love. But I just want you to live your best life. Play it out for another couple of months. You're not going to waste time, because time is not ours to waste. Okay, time is a man-made thing. It is not a spiritual thing. We learn lessons through time, and that's way more important than watching a clock or counting on a calendar. Okay, so the thing of it is, give yourself at least another month or two, just so you know 100% that you're the one that needs to pull the plug out of the wall and move on to something that's honest to God going to be 1,000 times better. And I'm telling you that with a lot of enthusiasm, because I can see it. I wish you could see it so you can make that choice right now. But you have to have the practicality of seeing the actual actions of him not coming forth, not being accountable, and just kind of like not following punctuality or saying the things that we all need to hear him say. Okay, he's got some work to do, honey. He's like a great big mold of clay, and he's got to be built up a little bit before we can put him in the oven and make him a real boy.
All right. Next, we have one from Rita, who asks do you see her retiring by October?
I saw October 27th for some reason. That's the first thing they showed on my mind as a number, October 27th, as I feel like that. I feel like that's a direct hit from spirit, visually. Yes, 100%. I feel like that.
All right. Quick answer for that one. But next we have one for Alexis, who asks, do you see me and Marvin moving forward? You look very nice today, by the way, Kerrigan.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I'll tell you why. I've got surgery over here tomorrow for my tooth, and my face is all puffed out. So thank you so much.
I did not even notice anything. Even after you pointed it out, I can't notice anything.
Thank you so much. But anyway, let's get back to your question. Oh, that makes me feel so good. Thank you. See, I can't see, honey. Could you read that again, Carson? I'm on my phone. I can't see.
Yeah, no problem. Alexis asks do you see her and Marvin moving forward together?
Okay, this is what they're saying here. You're together, but you feel like you're alone. That's the first thing I heard. So I feel like you will move forward, but I don't feel like you're going to be confident with the status of landing in that forward motion until we get into that November, December timeframe. He's got some catching up to do. They're telling me that he's got some, like, they're saying that he has some soul searching to do. He's got this is what they're showing me. This is crazy. They're showing me a piece of Swiss cheese with the holes in it. So they're telling me he's got some holes that he needs to fill. You know how we put that primer on our face to cover up all of our impurities? He's got to do some soul searching and spiritualism in order to fill those holes. And once he gets that done, he'll be a whole, this is going to be sound so funny. He's going to be a whole slice of cheese. And after that, that's when you're going to feel good. But it's going to take the rest of August. It's going to take about August, September, October. By November, you two should be sitting in a really good position to where you can say, oh, okay, we did all this work. We finally did it. He's made progress. I feel good. What's the next step? So it is continuing to move forward for both of you. But there are going to be big bumps in the road to where you might have to sit back, just sit back and kind of pop a bag of popcorn and watch it go down, and give kind advice when asked. Don't offer it. Don't ever offer him advice when he's spiraling out of his head. Don't do that, because he'll take it the wrong way. But he loves you. He does. They're saying that he loves you, and they're saying that he wants to be good. They're saying he wants to be good. He doesn't know the proper steps of being good, but he doesn't want you to leave, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing all of that. So, I mean, this is good. Yeah, it's going to be work, but it can work. It definitely can work.
Awesome. That was some good insight for Alexis. Hope you liked that. Our next question comes from Michelle, who gives a comment that she loves your red hair, by the way, Kerrigan, and also asks, so Michelle asks, will Billy propose soon?
I hear anything can happen on Halloween. That's what I heard. So I'm going with Halloween. Yeah, soon. It will be this year, 100%, yes.
Awesome. All right. We have one next from Marilee, who says, I just met a man. His name is Tracy, and I wonder if he might be a possible relationship. I guess. I can't think of the word.
He's the potential, honey. Listen,
Yeah.
Potential, but you have 2 more coming in. You do. You have 2 more for this year coming in. And let me tell you what a blessing that is. Okay. So obviously you've been doing the right stuff. Okay. You've got the right stuff. Make that your ringtone. Okay. So you've been doing the right stuff. You've been kind. You've been kinder. You've been the kindest. And I'm going to be harsh here for a minute with love. You've let people walk all over you, and you've conformed to be accepted. Honey, you're not going to have to do that anymore. You're not. Somebody's actually going to start doing that for you, not all the way, because you'll have them stop, because you know it doesn't feel good when you're taken advantage of like that. Tracy is a possibility. I feel like he's your first step into what is to come. So I don't want you to only invest 50% of yourself, because you know that there's something coming on down the road. You can't do that, okay? You have to play this hand out with him. Now, if at any moment you feel like Tracy is aloof, or he's out in space or something like that, then you reel yourself back in and gradually just hit pause with him and be able to see what's out there. But I feel like he's definitely a perspective that is going to help you. And I feel like he is attracted to you. But he's got to get to know you more. He's definitely a possibility, but you have 2 more choices coming this year. I promise you. And don't be scared about that. The worst part is you could get a little bit confused, okay? And if you get confused, call and I'll help you work through that. I'll tap in and we'll get it done together if you need that. And if you don't need it, it's okay. If your stomach and your head and your gut and spirit saying this one, and you listen to it, stick to that. But yes, he is the first step in the right direction, but the spirits are going to throw some curveballs at you. And it's only because you're a good person. That's why.
All right. Marilee's got some excitement coming up soon. But all right. Our next question comes from Felinda, who asks, hello, Kerrigan. Do you see me possibly moving into a new house soon?
So they're saying here, you're going to continue to look around. I just keep seeing a big eyeball in front of my face. You're going to continue to look around through August. You're going to finalize some details beginning of September, and you're going to be in motion during September. You're not going to go past October. You'll be probably scatterbrained inside your home, figuring things out, your new home by October timeframe. But it is coming very, very soon for you. Absolutely 100%.
All right. Our next one is from Martha. Another compliment for you today, saying that you look beautiful, Kerrigan.
I love you. I want to download this and show it to my kids.
All right. Her question is that a situation with a business partner is not going well, it seems. Will it still go forward with me? My name is Carla.
I wish I had the business partner's first name, but let me see what I can do. Just feel like I'm in a big truck for some reason. I feel like I want to work on something and I'm in a big truck. Carla, here's what the spirits are saying. It's not personal, it's business. It's not personal and it's business, and it's throwing you off, and you can't concentrate on you or your home or your business, which is an imbalance. They're saying that within 4 weeks, you're going to have a sit down. You've already had the sit down, I know you did, but you're going to have another sit down, and you're going to have to lay the cards out on the table and say, this needs to change, this needs to change. If these things can't change within the next, month, so you're looking at 2 months time frame yet, then we're going to have to go opposite directions with no hard feelings. It's best for the business. It's best for us. It's best spiritually. And you have to go into it very kindly. And there will be a lot of rebuttals. I promise you 100%, because I can feel that static energy coming in from the left side. It's not the best energy, but you're going to have that Hollywood Joan Crawford moment where she was with Pepsi and she slammed her fist on the table and she said, this is my company, this is my idea. Without me, you wouldn't be here. Now, I'm not saying that's you, but you're going to have to play that kind of a role, because this is going to get complicated. It will get sticky, and there's going to be a lot of ego, and you're a kind person and you don't like confrontation, but you can hold your own. This is the time to hold your own. When you are in that room, in that table, and it's the both of you one-on-one, you don't hold anything back. Be kind, be kinder, be kindest, but don't hold back anything. You have to go in there very raw, as a matter of the fact, and this is not personal, this is business. But you will go opposite directions, 100% you will.
All right. Some good insight for Carla. All right. I will remind everybody that we do have a promo code going on. And I do also want to remind everybody to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the stream today. So with this promo code, you can get $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Now, this code can be applied and used for any psychic. But Kerrigan, why don't you tell us your regular upcoming schedule?
Well, I'm going to log in on Thursday to take calls in chat, and Friday. I might sound a little bit different because I'm having surgery on my back of my mouth. But other than that, then Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I know I'm going to feel better by then. I'll be heavily medicated, and we will help the most people.
All right. And we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, thank you. Like probably 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe until like 7 or 8 at night. So
Awesome.
Find me. I probably won't have a schedule. I'll just log in sporadically, but I will definitely be on.
And you can also book appointments for Kerrigan as well, so that way she can you can make sure that you are getting, I guess, your question answered by her. For anybody who's looking for more insight on their questions today, or if we happen to not get to your question today. However, with the amount that we have, we will hopefully not get to that point.
So when we come with the live, I'll make some appointments on the schedule for everybody. And Friday, for sure.
Awesome. All right. Our next question comes from Katie, who asks, will Derek and I live together again? Do you see anything happening soon?
Oh, Katie, I feel like it's time to go different. I want you to be treated the way you always treated. Not down. Don't you dare say, oh, okay, well, I'll take this one off the table, or I'll settle for this because I want to be loved and I want to feel loved. Katie, we all want to be loved. We all want to feel loved. We have to pick the right person. I don't feel like it's going to be Derek. I'm so sorry. much more good and love coming to you. And again, I wish you could see what I'm seeing, because I can see you laughing in the snow. I can't. I see you with a partner, and your heads are backwards, and you're having a great time. But it's somebody new. It's somebody that will honor you. It's somebody that will be like, you know, Katie, I know you're tired. Let me take the trash out tonight. Let me load the dishwasher. You just rest. Oh, and here, Katie, here's a nice cup of tea. This is what's coming to you. Okay, somebody that's loving and nurturing, but very, very masculine, that makes a lot of money. So, I mean, please envision that, hold on to that, because that's what's on the other side of this fence, the sorrow, this grief, this shock, this depression that you feel because you're no longer together, and this hope that it still can manifest. And there's nothing wrong with having that hope, but I don't want you to cheat yourself out of something that's honest to God just around the corner, and it will knock your socks off. So think about these things. You know, there's going to be times, Katie, where you're feeling very, very down, and you're just going to feel extremely down. Remember what I'm saying to you. There is another side here. There is a happier side here. You're laughing. You're legitimately laughing. No cap. I mean, you're laughing your butts off. Both of you are. And you must be at a resort or something like that, because I can feel energy behind all of you. So there's travel involved with this new person too. And I just feel like being okay and accepting the fact that you loved Derek and Derek loved you, but he wasn't the best person for you. I'm gonna tell you something. You were the best person for him, but he's the one who put the flag on the table. He's the one who was waving the white flag, not you. You didn't give up. He did. Okay. So that's the second part of this. You're stronger than he is, and the person that's coming into your life is probably going to be about 20% stronger than you. So there's no way that you could lose your future. It's actually going to be it's going to be cool. I mean, anything that you can dream up, there's so many possibilities at this point. So many possibilities for you to choose from. But there's the spirits are strongly, strongly suggesting that you take time to heal, to balance, and surrender and release, heal and balance, surrender and release, and then start getting excited about whom it is that they are bringing to you. And it's going to be like a golden goose falling out of the sky. I'll hit you like that. You're going to be like, oh, who the heck are you? Where have you been?
All right. So Kerrigan, we are getting a couple messages, and I was kind of hearing that the audio the audio on your end might be cutting out a little bit. So we'll go ahead and answer a question or two and see if maybe it gets ahead and fixes itself. But if possible, do you also have any headphones nearby or anything like that?
I can move to a different room.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and answer a couple more questions, and if it doesn't fix itself, we'll look into, I guess, troubleshooting further. All right. Our next question comes from Dawn, who asks, do you see an equal love partner in love coming into my life anytime soon?
So Dawn, I hope that you can hear me. There's a man spirit. There's a male spirit that I'm not aware of. I don't know them, so they must be with you. And he is saying yes. He says he's working on it. He said that he's working on trying to keep up with your changes. He says you've been changing a lot. You get your mind set on one thing and poof, you change. He says it's hard to keep up with you, but he said yes. You will be dating the end of the year. Not just like dating, like, hi, how are you? Let's go have a hamburger. Like seriously dating somebody by the end of the year, which takes you into the beginning of the year of more of an exclusive commitment of relationship and romance. So you've got to the end of the year up into the beginning of next year before you start to feel pretty good about where you're positioned in love.
All right. Hopefully he's looking up for Dawn sometime soon. But our next question comes from Ashley, who asks, do you see any messages from my grandmother? Her name is Lovey.
I know Lovey Dell. I know who she is. We get to talk to each other every time on Facebook Live. I love it. She says, boy, oh boy, it's been hot. What's wrong with your air? That's what she said. She said that first thing. She's worried about your air, your like air conditioning or central air or something like that, Ashley. She's saying that you you've been resting, which is better. You're resting better. She says that the sunflowers, she says something that you'll be around sunflowers, and when you are in, like, when they're there, she wants you to start talking to her. She's handing me sunflowers to give to you. I feel like, you know how like there's spirit guides and spirit animals and stuff like that. I don't know if a lot of people know this. There's also different types of herbology that we can receive spiritual messages from the deceased, from the spirit realm. And as she's showing me that spiritualist sunflower, that's a big spiritualist movement. Sunflower, it represents spiritualism, and she's handing it, like, she's got the big part of it and she's handing it to me. But lots of sunshine from her heart to yours, lots of love to you. But when you get into that position to where you're surrounded by sunflowers, it could be some type of a shop, it could be a field, it could be out in the, I see them. She wants you to start telling her what you need and talking to her. Not at all.
All right. Our next question comes from Sammy, who asks, "Hello, do you know what my guides are saying about my new job? At the current moment, I'm loving it."
Sammy, I feel like this job is somewhere where you could hang your hat and call it home. We could say the great big R word, retirement, on down the line. Okay. So they want you to say thank you, thank you, thank you, which you have, but they want you to continuously do it, because they say that the excitement and the intent of your heart and your soul, when you're saying these thank you, thank you, thank yous for landing and getting me here and helping me land, they're saying that raises your vibration because you're working hard and you've been trying to keep up, and you're overtime trying to keep up. She said, this lady here, she's saying that you are doing efficient, you are doing your best, she's speaking in threes, but she's saying that it's okay to turn the volume down when you're tired and accept the fact that you're tired. She says you're so excited, she says you're just a joy, and we did help you get here. She's also saying that there's a one more time, please, Adam. There's a man named Adam that's going to be coming through to you. I don't know whether it's work related or love related or friend related or maybe friend of the family or something, but it's positive energy, and that is going to inspire you. What he does, what he says will inspire you, and we're bringing him to you, is what she said. So there's more excitement, there's more good, there's more positive coming to you, and I don't feel like it's going to go past the end of the year. I feel like it'll be sometime within 2022 for sure.
Awesome. All right. Our next question comes from Tanya, who asks if they will find a love interest before the year is over.
Oh, Tanya. I heard Minnesota for some reason. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that's a spirit in this crazy building or what, but I feel like you will find love, honey. But you have to remember something. This is what Edwin is telling me. Edwin is one of my guides. He's saying that love isn't a fairy tale. It's not. Love is a lot of work. Okay, like everybody wants to fall in love, and then they fall in love and they think, okay, let's just glide and go on autopilot and everything will be fine. No, that's when the work really begins. Okay, so you have to compromise. If you want fish and they want steak, guess what? You're probably going to eat steak. Okay, so that's how it works. All right. But the thing of it is, you will find it. But your expectations, don't take them off the table. Make sure your expectations are very high, because you're I love you, but you're high maintenance, honey, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So am I. Don't take it the wrong way. We like and we need to be treated like queens, and that is the bottom line. You're looking for the king. I feel like you'll find the king, but I feel like the king is coming in spring, so you'll be dating a little bit of people, not like Blanche Devereaux dating, okay? Not with every, never mind. But anyway, yes, you will be dating. You will be, and be picky and choosy, and use that dating experience as a way to say, hey, I didn't like that. Ooh, that was okay. Maybe I could do that some more. You know what I mean? But the person that you're looking for, your king, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. For real, it's coming. And when it does, I feel like you're gonna know And don't melt like butter, sweetheart. Don't be fangirl, okay? Just be you. All right, just be you.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
No, no worries. Next, we have one from Jessica who asks, "Is this relationship with James going to be a lasting relationship?" Oh, having a little bit of technical
Here we are.
issue.
Sorry. So the thing that is with James hasn't settled down yet, and um, you have to get your mind right, honey. You have to put your mind and focus on you. Okay, you. Who's going to make you the happiest? It's not going to be James. It's not going to be Tom Cruise. It's not going to be Brad Pitt. It's you. Okay, you have to get happy with you first. And falling in love and saying I'm in love, I'm in a relationship that makes me happy. That's baloney. That's baloney. And that's where you are. I'm hearing it very, very loud and clear. I'm saying everything I mean with love. I'm not preaching at you. I'm not yelling at you. I love you. I want you to live your best life. I don't feel like it's going to work out with James because you are not ready. When you are ready, and they're showing me when you're going to be ready, okay? They're saying April timeframe. Now you want to punch Kerrigan in the face because that's too long. That's right, honey. I take many punches. But I'm being honest with you. It's April timeframe. Unless you change and practice the change every day. And you could be like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the best of them all? I am. And that's what you need to do. And if anybody tells you any different, you can kick him in the knee with your big boot, okay? Don't kick him in the knee with your big boot. I'm being dramatic. But I'm serious, though. You have to work on you more. It's so important to work on you because you question everything, sweetheart. And I don't want to see you live your life like that. That's like I said, that's baloney. That's no good. I want you to go in with confidence and say, you know what, James, I don't even know if he's going to make it to my future because I got high expectations. You have to live like that. You got to flip the script in your mind, sweetheart, and you got to start living like that. And there's so many things that bother you. Don't let them bother you. Like I told the little girl before, every day is a refresh restart button. You have every day to draw a new picture on who you want to be, how you want to be it, and when you're going to do it. Okay, that's so important. So don't put all of your chips on the James table. Put all of your poker chips on you. It is so important to put you first. Once you put you first, you would never ever question if James is going to make it to your future or if you're going to be in a lasting relationship. Now, the real deal is this, because this is what you truly want to know. Does James love you? And he does. But guess what? James loves himself more than he loves anybody. You want a partner that's going to love themselves and love you just as much as they love themselves. And it's not hard to find because there's 7.8 billion people out here on this rock that we live on called Earth. That's about right. So put James second, put him on the back burner, put yourself on the big burner with the copper pot, because those are the best kinds of pots to cook with, and turn it up, girl, turn it up, because you need to do that for yourself before you plunge into a relationship. Let's say James says, you know what, Jessica, I want to be with you forever and ever, amen. You're going to be a giggling little girl like one of those girls that was flirting with Gaston on Beauty and the Beast. You would be. But you know what? 6 months down the road, you'd start to question, did I do the right thing? Oh, man, then you're going to self-sabotage and diffuse, and it's not going to be good. You've got to get yourself put together first. Please, 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 please do that, because I can see such a bright future for you. I can see a family. I can see a Cadillac in your future, okay? Listen, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. But it doesn't involve you surrendering. Surrender, Dorothy. You can't do that. You can't conform to what you think that people want you to be, sweetheart. No more of that. I know you're mad at me. I can feel it, but I'm being honest with you, and I hope you take at least 2 things that I said and make it better, because I love you and I want you to live your best life. And I'll leave you with that.
All righty. Next one is from Sarah, who asks, "Do you see any messages from my dad? His name is Robert. Thank you."
I just feel like I've got hair on my face. That's the first thing. Okay, that's the first thing. I'm seeing an old-fashioned phone, okay? One with the cord that we put up, like the old rotary phones. I'm seeing that first things first, that tells me probably 70s, 80s, up to mid 90s time frame with both of you, well, at least with him. I feel he's okay. First of all, I feel like he's okay. If he's showing me images and he's showing me old reflections of his life, that means he's transcended. That means he's at peace. Where are you, Robert? Could you please show me where you are? Like, what realm are you in? What dimension are you in, please? He says, I'm in heaven. That's what he said. Thank you for that confirmation. Could you please show me where you live? Like, where's your home? Okay, so what I'm seeing is this like, it's like a, it's like a little, I don't want to call it a cabin, but it's not, but it's, the structure is like a little cabin. Like, there's no second floor, there's no basement. It's just like a little home. And he says that Mike, my friend Mike is here. My friend Mike is here. Donnie's here. I miss you, and I'm sorry. I wish I could talk to you to see if you have a sister, because I heard sister. He's worried about his lawnmower. I don't know why he's worried about a lawnmower. He says something about cutting the grass and with the lawnmower isn't working. I don't know. He's worried about lawn care for some reason. But he said that you are his golden star. You are his golden star. When you look at the sky and you see the stars, you are his star. So, honey, that's beautiful for him to say that. He's with you. I don't feel like he's leaving you. I feel like you probably have siblings that he's with as well. Remember, spirit isn't just with one person at one time, because there is no time in the spirit world. There is none. Spirits can be with 5 or 6 up to 8 people at a time, and we all are in time, in that rhythm, in that vibrational rhythm of the universe, the universal breath. He's saying the universal breath. He's really ascended, Sarah. He's leveled up a lot. He's doing good. I feel like he had some chest complications. I'm getting a tightness, like an anxiety, like it's kind of hard to breathe. So I wonder what was going on up and through, like here, and definitely and through here. That's just transcendental psychicisms. Something about coal mines, something like that. That's all I'm picking up, honey. I hope that helps.
All right. Our next question is from Teddy, who asks, "Hi, do you see me doing well in real estate this year?"
Yeah, actually, I do. Some people say it's the worst time to get into it. I don't believe that, especially with you. I feel like you are going to soar. You're going to, the mentorship and the bonds and the networking and the good people that are surrounding you. You've come from cutthroat people. Those days are over. Okay, you actually are surrounded by positive people that care, and it's like a collective. When one wins, all wins. So yes, you are going to be encouraged. You are going to put yourself out there, and when you put yourself out there, good things will come. This year is going to be good, and you know what? It's only the beginning. It's just a kickstart. This is just a kickstart this year. You wait till next year. It's good. It's good this year, but it's going to be even better next year too.
All right. Our next question then comes from Michelle, who asks, "Hi, do you see a career change for me anytime soon? Something that is more fulfilling or has possibly more money?"
Definitely with the career change, yes. And I feel like it will be last quarter of this year for sure, because I feel like you're still hesitant to move forward. It's not that you're not strong enough to do it. It's just you haven't talked yourself into fully doing it. You know you should do it. Now you got to talk yourself into it, kind of, so to speak. Does that make sense? So yes, I do feel like you will, but more money, a little bit more, but it's not your last stop. You'll move on again. You will. You'll just keep climbing that ladder. You will. You're going to do great things. You will. I feel very strongly with you. People talk to you. people just randomly talk to you about random things because they trust you for some reason. And if the, for some reason is because they can see the goodness in you, truthfully, they can, but they just disclose things to you. So anywhere where you're in communications, I think you would be a great marketing or brand consultant to brand people because you're passionate about what you do and you truly do care about other people. And plus you got that creative TikTok going up in your head, not the social media thing, but it TikToks in your head. It goes back and forth and you always thinking of really cool creative things. And if there's a will, there's a way is what James said. I don't know who James is. He's not with me, but he said that. He said, tell her my name's James. She's always thinking of creative things. There's a lady that's coming through mom's side of the family, either grandmother or great grandmother. She's saying that you working you working with people to help them find sufficiency is your goal. Is a goal that she has for you. You helping like a humanitarian, helping people rebuild their lives. So that could be social work. And then let me tell you, if you're doing social work, make sure you get your MSW. That's a very marketable degree. But if you choose that path, like she's asking me to tell you to think about, to consider, there will probably be a little bit more like education that you have to do in order to achieve the status or the title in order to do so. But the first gut feeling psychically that, you know, I was seeing here was branding, marketing, those types of things, because you're passionate and you're creative. But you're one of those right left brainers. You might be able to use both hands. What's that called? I can't remember. But that's how I'm seeing you. You're able to do two things at one time. It's almost like you're a twin. You're going to be fine. Honestly, you're going to be fine. But look into marketing and branding because I feel like that's big for you. And then the lady that was coming through was helping people rebuild their lives.
All righty. Our next one comes in from his their name is Simran, and they ask, will Gary and I be in a committed relationship anytime soon? I think they say they have not had any contact for a while.
I'm just not feeling any future energy. So sorry. I'm not. Normally when I feel future energy, it comes in like a light, like Goku or Super Saiyan, and it, like, instead of him casting it out, it actually comes in. And I'm not feeling it, I'm not seeing it, I'm not. Edwin's saying that you have to move on. I'm so sorry. He's saying you have to move on. And he's saying that don't be sad about it. He says, please don't be sad about it. He's saying that you need somebody that is like you. He said that you are the nurturer that doesn't get nurtured. And that's the truth. And I know it's the truth. Edwin don't mess around. He said he will help you. He said, oh my God, thank you, Edwin. Really, he said he would help you. If you have quiet time later, talk to Edwin. He is a guide. He's a spirit guide. He was an old psychic. He was an old psychic that was very, very famous. And you're going to find new love. You're going to find new love. You will, but it's not this guy. It's not. I'm sorry.
All right. And I do want to remind everybody once again that we do have a promo code going on. This promo code is Kerrigan5. And if you use this Kerrigan or this promo code on our website, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading. So if you are looking for more insight to any of the questions you've had answered today, or if we unfortunately cannot reach your question, Kerrigan will be on later this week. Kerrigan, do you want to give everybody your exact schedule for those who are wondering?
Sure. Thank you so much. I'm going to make appointments when we get off of the live. And then Tuesday, I'll be out of commission. Wednesday evening, I'll probably start to feel a little bit better. So a little bit of calls on Wednesday, mostly Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays when I'm going to hit it hard.
Awesome. And remember, you can also book appointments as well. But right now, we do have a little bit of time left, so we can go back and jump right back into answering some questions. All right. We do have one from Josie or Jose, excuse me if I've mispronounced that, but do you see me and Gabriel coming back, or do you see Gabriel and I coming, excuse me, do you see Gabriel coming back and being in a stable relationship with me? I think that's the best way to phrase it.
Gabriel has to live his life for at least 2 more years on his own, and he's going to make some really bad choices. And I don't want to see you be hurt or emotionally torn or jealous or anything. You got to hit a great big pause button with him and know that when he gets his head screwed on the shoulders a little bit better, realizes who he is, what he is, where he's going, that's when you can talk to him. Don't accept anything less right now. Don't, because it's going to be very emotionally hurtful and painful if you try to let him back in and try to fix this. He's in no position to be in any relationship right now. He's not. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Our next one comes from Debbie, who asks, do the spirits that you see have anything to say about Mike G and I?
It's a walking away. I just see two people walking opposite directions from each other. That's what I see. The male, which would represent Mike, looks back. So there's guilt, there's remorse, there's I should have, I could have, I didn't. One of you have a black car. I see it because one of you are getting in it. Unless it's an Uber. But I see somebody getting in a black car and continuing to go the opposite direction.
All right. Our next one comes from David, who asks, hello, Kerrigan. Do you see my ex and I possibly reconciling? She is currently with somebody else at the moment, though.
Okay, that's a hard one. Yes, I do 100% see both reconciliation. But and it's not soon. I might be looking at 2 years. A lot's going to happen by then. I think that the spirits are going to put somebody that you can love and squeeze, like I love you, squeeze you, hug you, call you George, on your path. You're going to find somebody before then, and you're like, no, I'm not Kerrigan. My heart is stuck on this person. It's going to change. It's going to change. And the question you should be asking, is she happy? Is it Maria? I think, is Maria happy? I think Maria is happy for now, but Maria is not at her happiest. That this love isn't making Maria all giddy and like a schoolgirl. It's not, because there's other components in Maria's life that weigh her down. Okay, so yeah, you'll have the opportunity to talk to each other. You'll have the opportunity to be with each other, love each other. But what I'm here with the spirits placing somebody on your path, I don't know if you'll hear her out. And I feel like if you're in a relationship where you start to have feelings for somebody, when she comes back, they will understand that it's got to be closure, and that's what you need to do at that point in time. Remember this, please. Remember, write this down and put it away and pull it out in about 1.5 years, 2 years, and you're going to see it go down the line, just like I'm telling you. It is. And I normally don't say things like that are graved in stone, but this one is. 100% this one is.
All right. Our next question comes from Aurea, who asks, do you see me possibly falling in love by the end of this year?
Don't try to beat the race is what I heard. Don't fall in love because you feel like you have to fall in love. Fall in love when the timing is right. Will it be this year? I don't think so. I don't think so, honey. I'm sorry, I don't think so. I feel like more next year, beginning of next year. That's what I'm seeing, is when that wonderful person that is kind and humble and has a funny sense of humor. It doesn't have any drama. All of that stuff's coming through here. That has money in the account for a rainy day. Not billions, not millions, not six figures, but enough to get through a couple months if something happened. Like smart money person, okay? Hard worker. I don't feel any children on that side, okay? So I feel like this is somebody that is wanting to build a life and a family with somebody like you. That is coming. And I feel like that's what you're probably looking for. But I don't feel any kind of financial strain on the partner's path. I don't feel like they're, a trust fund baby either, but I feel like they've worked hard. Kind of like that song, started from the bottom, now we're here. That's what's coming to you.
All right. We have one next from Cassie. Do you see a future between Walt and I?
Holy cow. Okay, Edwin said, do you want to be with him? That's what he said. He's asking you a rhetorical question. Do you want to be with him? And your answer, of course, is yes. He says, then do it. Quit questioning stuff. Stop it. Why are you doing this? You do this all the time. I'm sorry, Edwin's kind of could you? He's really not being nice, but he's saying you do this. I mean, he's being direct. Since you're doing this all the time, you need to change your habits. You need to start focusing on what it is that you want and focus on that and make it happen. He says you have the potential to make it happen. He says you have the means to make Walt Disney, that's how I remember Walt, be with you, want to be with you. And naturally, he already naturally wants to be with you, but you can put layers and layers and layers on that with the fact of you owning it and having that confidence and not questioning it. He doesn't want somebody that's going to waver back and forth, is what Edwin is saying. He doesn't want that. He wants somebody that's strong. He wants somebody that's headstrong and can get the job done. That's what he's wanting. So I think you can do it. I really think both of you can be successful. But take the dart, point it at the middle of the dartboard, and just please throw it. Please just throw it. Quit holding the dart. Stop it. Just do it. You're like Nike. Go buy yourself a little pair of Nikes and put them on your feet and just do it. Seriously.
All right. Our next question comes from Nicole, who asks, will me and Charles be together?
No, I'm sorry, you will not. No, it's not happening. I know that was fast. That was not very tactful, but that's what he's saying. He says no. Now he says you and Michael will be together. I don't know who Michael is, and this is not me. Guys, this is like channeling. He says you and Michael will be together, is what he said.
All right. Hopefully Nicole will know what that means. But next we have a question from Randall, who says, I'm starting my own business. How do you see me doing at this in the future? I'm a mechanic.
You know what? It's great. I'm glad you did it because you waited and you waited. And this is your bigger dream. This is the greater version of yourself. You know what? The first couple years are going to be tough and you're going to question things, but I want you to remember something and mark this down on your calendar. Write it down on your calendar for this date next year. This date, 8/8 next year, Lions Day date. Okay? It's okay. You have done your best. Trust this process. Write that down. Because on this date next year, you're going to be frantic. You're going to think, oh my God, I made a horrible decision. And you didn't. It's just a little dry spell. It happens in business. Dry spells happen all the time. But you know what? You kick them full wall so you can't crawl because you're a tough guy. All right? And you keep going. And you will. Then you're going to get backed up. All right? So you're going to need somebody to help you manage your business. And then we're talking next year. Okay? Because you're going to be busy. Very busy. Watch your fingers. My dad was a mechanic too. Okay? Watch your fingers. God rest his soul. I wish he was here so he could fix my whip. But anyway, you're going to be all right, Andrew. You are. And if you need something on down the way, I'll be there for you to help you. I mean that. I like you. There's just something about you. I don't know what it is, but I like you. It's good. It's very good. You're a good person.
All right. Well, we hope you we wish you the best, Randall, on those endeavors. And for our next question, we're running a little bit low on time. We have one from Sean, who asked, are me and Jalen really over? And if so, do you think I will see somebody better or meet somebody better this year?
Yes. And yes, thank God you ripped that Band-Aid off, honey. He was holding you back. Girl, come on. No, he was. You wanted to do this and he ain't even showing up. And you want to try this and he's giving you a bunch of heck. Come on. You know that's the best pet. I know it hurts and endings always hurt, okay? But let's not focus on the ending. Let's not focus on the sorrow. Let's look at this as a great big grand adventure into space. Blast off. Mission control, mission control. Is she going to find somebody better? Yes, you will. You absolutely 100% will. Take your time with it though. And girl, you better be picky and you better be choosing. And I'm being very serious with you because you are like in the high maintenance club with all of us. All right. We don't take anything less than 10. And that's the truth. So you got to keep it like that. You got to keep it on the real. And if you don't like what somebody's doing, you got to tell them in a nice way. All right. You got to tell them in a nice way. But yeah, you're going to fall in love. You're going to be great. You're going to do great things. And when you do, I'm going to be so proud of you because you've got this, the sky is not the limit for you. And you know what? Even if you didn't want to be in a relationship, you'd still be successful because you're strong. Like you're Wonder Woman strong. Okay. You truly are. But I get the fact we are all conditioned as humans to where we want to be with somebody because that's what our environment has taught us. I get it. Okay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Sharing your life with somebody is fine. And you will have that. You will. But I'm going to tell you what, the next 1-2 guys come along or 1-2 people come along, be on your guard, not in a bad way, but watch the behaviors because you're going to see behaviors that you don't like. And when you see them, you're going to say, oh, well, I could accept that. No, you can't accept that. No, no, you accept nothing than the best. Nothing than the best. Put that in your notes. Every morning at sunrise, when you're still tired, you set that alarm and you write nothing but the best. Okay?
That's all what we deserve.
Right. That's right.
All right. We have time for a few more questions. We have one next from Sabrina who asks, do you think Siraj and I are really over?
Siraj is a player, honey. I'm sorry. I know I just don't like Siraj's energy. I just felt it, and it felt like I was John Travolta out there picking up all these women on that show that he was in that Saturday where they did the disco, where he picked up all those women. That's what I saw. No, Siraj is I can't say that on face or on. He's a player. Okay, he's a player. You dodged the bullet there, honey. You dodged a bullet. You sure did. Thank God. Thank God he went somewhere else. Seriously, don't dwell on that guy. Don't dwell on him. Do not. You have to look all the way at the end of the forest here. Okay. Don't look at the trees. Okay, because you're gonna get hung up on them trees. Look all the way past the trees, all the way to the end of the forest, and there is that light and that beautiful rainbow and all these wonderful things waiting for you. You just got about 5 more miles, which is months. Sorry, I'm being honest. To balance out, get everything right with you, and you will. There's going to be people that are going to be interested in you on that in between from right now while you're getting yourself zipped up and buttoned up. It's going to be a little dangling of the carrots for you. Ooh, hey, here's one. Stick to your guns, 100%. Revise your list on what you need, not what you want. Okay, I want that new fall Gucci dress so bad. I don't need it. Okay, but what you got to do is you got to revise your list of love, passion, sexual passion, humor, financial stability, flexible, bendable. I mean, all of these things. And don't forget the physical things. Okay, don't forget the physical things. But revise this list. And as soon as you see, because you're going to see it, I know you're going to see it. Tomorrow's going to be Tuesday or whatever tomorrow is. You're going to see it. You're going to see these behaviors come out, and then you're going to back up. And that's exactly what you need to do because it's not good for you. It's not good enough for you. Then when we get into the end of the year, I feel like that's when it smacks you right in the face. Boom. Hey, love's here. Cupid knocking on your front door. So Cupid's going to put the arrows in your butt and somebody else's butt. And then you have to make yourself live happily ever after. It just doesn't happen like that. You got to work for that happily ever after. Okay. But it will be good. You will live a good life. You will.
All right. Now, with about an hour elapsed, I do want to thank everybody for joining us today, but that is all we have time for today. And a big thank you for Kerrigan for joining us today. Once again, Kerrigan, can you go ahead and remind everybody your upcoming schedule for anybody who's looking for more insight to their questions they had answered today? If they maybe didn't get their question answered today, we will be having another live, but go ahead. Sorry, Kerrigan.
No worries. Thank you. So let's shoot for Wednesday, a little bit on Wednesday. I'll make some appointments on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll hit it heavy. Friday, we'll hit it heavy. and Saturday a little bit late, and then Sunday we'll hit it heavy too. But I'll put the appointments on right after we get done with this live feed, and you can go ahead and you can push on the button and make the appointment, and I'll talk to you then.
Awesome. And that is found on our California Psychics website and searching up for Kerrigan. We will be having a live stream on this Thursday, and also next Monday we will be doing some tarot. And we are here every Monday. But thank you once again, Kerrigan, for joining us today. We will be back in a couple of weeks with Psychic Tegan. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, y'all.